What is up, everyone? And we've done it again. We recorded over an hour of footage, had a nice video here of the Shaman and the Mage duo, and my dumbass had the microphone muted because I put out a short recently, and when I was creating the short, I muted my mic, and I proceeded to play the Shaman after that without unmuting the mic. So,
don't look at me.
You're going to be able to hear the sound effects. You're going to be able to even hear the mage talk. You just cannot hear me talk, and you don't have to see my moving mouth without me saying anything because I am covering my frame with my new frame for the most part. But I didn't want to waste the footage or the video. Also, spoiler alert, we do end up dinging, and I stayed up all night to do this. I only slept 4.5 hours because I pushed it and I wanted to get the level. So naturally, we're not going to sit here for over an hour, but take a look there at where my XP is. So at this point, we are a tick or two, a couple of ticks below 3 yellows. Working on getting our level here. Obviously, we are at the Giants camp. That is in Burning Wood. But you know that by now based on the title and the thumbnail. But we've been here for a while. We're looking to change it up after this. So the mage is about 2 yellows in front of me at this point. The mage levels to 52 first. We hang out here and get my level. By the time I level to 52, I think he's about 2.5. He's about halfway through his next level. He levels so much faster than I do. It's only supposed to be a 15% penalty, but honestly, it feels like a 50% penalty. Anyways, we do pretty good. We do the normal rounds around the camp. And I think it starts out pretty slow, excuse me. And we get a lot of verdants at first, which is nice because it's really super chill. I should also say, we didn't have pretty much any competition here. We showed up, nobody was here. That's a first. We, you know, a couple people came by and just killed the mobs at the bottom of the ramp. Maybe once or twice, didn't come up the ramp, didn't say anything to us. One of them said, hey, I just need a couple kills till I level. Do you guys mind if I kill the 2 at the bottom of the ramp? And I was like, no, it's cool. We're not killing them. Go for it. They killed him a couple times and bailed. I did notice like a necro showed up, killed him a couple times. Next time I looked, he was gone. So we were, you know, just left alone. This was on a weekday. This was on Monday. This was yesterday, actually, for me. And I don't have any footage or episodes on backlog right now, so I was busy. I missed a day. I was busy over the weekend, and I missed a day. And then this was supposed to get me back on track, and then I screwed it all up, and I didn't have time because I finished so late that I only got 4.5 hours of sleep, and I didn't have time to narrate, I guess, if you would. But anyways, started out slow with all these verdants. What we'll do is we can kind of skip through a little bit.
Ancients and shit, yeah.
We got an ancient. We got a couple ancients here. We did. Let's see. Let's skip through a bit because we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it shorter. The footage is about 1 hour and 20 minutes. That was the original episode. But we're going to knock it down to about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so as we just kind of go through the footage.
Stop.
Let's find ourselves doing something here. So inside of the building on our left, I'm trying to catch us in the building on the left, but it's not happening. we had the Carpenter Grundo, and he's like the strongest mob up here. He drops a quest item, but he doesn't drop anything else. Yeah, right there. There he is, Carpenter Grundo. So we just left him up. We were like, if we don't kill him, we think there can only be one spawn of him up at a time. So if we don't kill him, he'll just stay there. There's no pressure being applied to us by any other players. So we're opening up the bags here. Let's take a look. While the bags are open, it looks like this is all we have so far, which it looks like a black pearl, a pearl ring, a gold ring, and onyx. Not a lot of money worth at this time. Since we were skipping Carpenter Grundo, we then did decide to pull one from down here, just so that we weren't missing a mob on our... Oh, there's a couple more items there. We got a grub digger and a tunic. So those are the big money items. So we were pulling one from down the ramp to make up for our lost mob that we decided not to pull. He's very, very tough. I have to dot him like 3 times. The mage has to nuke him like 3 times. He oftentimes resists. He'll usually resist. I mean, we mallow him, but he'll resist mallow. You know, once mallow lands, he might still resist a slow. Sometimes I have to try 3 times to slow him. It's just not worth it. He drops nothing. He drops like 7 gold. We end up killing him at some point. He drops 7 gold and, you know, just a quest item, so. It really sucks when this happens because, you know, I'm sure I had plenty to talk about during the original recording, and then now, you know, I just don't have much to talk about. We did work on our Seb key. I remember talking a little bit about that. We both have half of our Seb key. We're trying to work on our Seb key so that we can obviously get in there. There we got a hat there. It's worth like 23 platinum or something. So this guy spawns, this Gorgle Patlock. Now this guy drops opals all the time. I think by the end of this, we have 6 opals. I'd say on average, this guy drops an opal. Sometimes he drops 0. Sometimes he drops 2. Sometimes he drops 1. I would say on average, he drops 1. Usually what we've been doing at this camp is I'm looting everything because I have a ton of strength. And then I'll just cast a charisma buff on myself. We'll sell everything after we gate out, and then we'll just split it. Our first double sesh that we did here, we split 1,200. And that's excluding what we loot. You know, obviously we're getting money looting, but just in item sales, we split 1,200. So that was pretty good. We could see that we're power cannying. We'll see what we get on this guy. We'll see what kind of loot we get on this guy. This guy's pretty tough as well. Nowhere near as tough as Carpenter Grundo, but he is tough. He is a double dotter, double nuker.
God damn, this guy's got a lot of life.
He does have a lot of life. But he doesn't resist like an absolute beast like the Carpenter Grundo.
It's just well on the pad. That's all right.
I can't believe that I did not. I had my mic turned off. I just cannot believe it. Like, this is the second time I've done that. And it wasn't that long ago that I did it. I would say like 3 weeks ago. All right, we're going to kill him anytime soon here. This dude doesn't want to go down. The dots may have worn off at this point. Power canny. All right, let's see what we got. Probably nothing this time if I remember. Yeah. That's okay though. We kill him several more times.
Nothing.
Let's skip ahead. More verdants and whatnot. Oh yeah, I gave a shout out to Rickett. Rickett said, hey, just wanted to say I watched some of your videos on YouTube and it got me back into EQ. Keep up the good content. And, you know, love to hear it. Love to hear from you guys. Super stoked that, you know, you're kind of getting in the spirit when you're watching a few episodes. It's kind of what happened to me. you know, play EverQuest on and off all the time. Take breaks here and there, as everybody does. Sometimes I jump around. You know, I've dabbled on a TLP a couple times. I never go to live, but you know, I did play a couple variations of classic WoW, like hardcore and other stuff like that. But you know, you take breaks here and there, but you always come back to EverQuest. You know, if you played EverQuest back in the day and you still game today, you always go back to EverQuest, I feel like. But I was, you know, and even though I wasn't like, I hadn't played for a little while, I'm always still in the community. I'm always still like checking the forums. I don't really talk on the forums, but I read. So I'm still reading the forums. I'm still looking like what's going on the TLP. Even though I don't play the TLP, I'll still watch what's going on. I'm always watching the P99 Reddit, and I'm always watching you guys or videos or whoever. And so I was watching Ogre guy do his little leveling series, and you know, after watching him for, I don't know, a week or two, after discovering his channel, and I was just like, man, that's all it took. I got an axe there. That's all it took. I just got the itch. And I was like, I gotta jump back on. Now's the time. I also like to play Diablo. Diablo 2, a private server called Project Diablo 2. I know, similar name, Project 1999, but PD2 as it goes by. Really good. I'm going to play Diablo 4 as well. I would love to get the Shaman to 60 somehow prior to Diablo 4 coming out, but that leaves me only like, I don't know, 6 weeks or something. So probably not going to happen. But if I could do that, then, you know, maybe I could spare a little time to play something other than EverQuest. So these ancients do drop spells. Unfortunately, this time we only got one spell. Spoiler alert. We ended up with, it was a duplicate spell. I can't think of what it was. Dementia for enchanters. So we're still pulling this guy, this ancient on the other side of the building. We're still pulling him. We're just not pulling the carpenter there. We're pulling him through the wall here like we've been doing. We'll skip ahead quite a bit here. Still killing ancients. The issue is I don't know where or when I'm gonna like open my inventory or anything. We've been having a really rough time on the Necro. Just been playing bad. I can't say anything about it. I've just been playing really bad on the Necro. I'm the type of player that doesn't play safe, really. I take a lot of risks. Oh, there's my XP. We're doing pretty good. Need a little over a bubble there at this point. So we're doing really good there. Moving on. Anyways, yeah, just playing really bad, and I take a lot of risks. I don't, you know, just to keep it exciting. The issue is when the higher level you get, the more hurtful it is when you die. Obviously, this shaman almost never dies. Like I can't even remember the last time I died. I think I've died once since level 40. I think. Can't remember the specific death, but I'm pretty sure I did. If you've watched the series, maybe you can remember. I don't know. But I'm level 50, well, 2 after this. And he just never dies. Naturally, there's a few things here, right? One, I'm part of a duo, always. So, you know, you're probably not going to die when you're part of a duo. And 2, I can heal. I always have a you know, so... But you would think the monk and the necro both have feigned death. Now, the monk doesn't die that much. He dies. He's a melee character. He dies. But the necro, the feigned death is a little bit tough. It has a long cooldown between. And it could be bashed. You're a clothy. Things can go wrong with the necro. But mainly just me playing poorly. And I've died quite a few times. In the last Necro episode, I like kind of tell a story of how I died 3 times in a very short amount of time. And, you know, I stuck it out, I kept going, and I think I got my level. Well, this time around, and I have the footage. Well, I don't have footage of me dying, but I have like the beginning footage where everything's going well. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to pause it now. And I'm going to kind of do like a few laps around the Yeti cave, and then I'll check back in. By the time I check back in, I've died twice already. I've lost 36% because I think I lost 18% per death. It's all on there. Like I show my XP when I pause it, and I show my XP when I unpause it. I lost like 36% with 2 deaths. And I don't like to take free ports or anything, so I didn't expect to die, naturally. So like my bind is in EC tunnels. And so I go back to the EC tunnels, I run to Freeport, I get some money, I run back to the tunnels, I buy myself a port, I get ported, I run back to my corpse. And the thing that sucked the most on this time is I was just really struggling with the RNG of getting my max level pet. So I'll talk about that a little bit. I'll skip forward a little bit. So there I'm talking about my half of my Seb key. The mage and I both have the same half. We need to kill 2 hunters and we'll be done with our key. We don't have tracking though, so it's difficult. But we're getting it done. But we always run into issues because that place is a swamp, literally. And, you know, these froglocks will just aggro out of nowhere. And then you got like 50 froglocks and we'll have to gate out. And then we're like, all right, well, that's it for now. We'll go back and try again another time. Anyways, so... Oh, there's my XP again. We're about at the same spot, even though we skipped ahead quite a bit. I paused it there for a second, and I forgot where I was. Somewhere around here, or something like that. But anyways, yeah, I think we were like right here. But anyways, yeah, so I was having bad RNG with the pet, and it's crazy the difference that it is with my max level pet and 1 down from max level pet. Having a max level pet, I can clear the whole Yeti cave and then have like 3 minutes to med up to full before I start the round again. A pet 1 level below max, and I'm struggling to clear the Yeti cave. And by the time I'm like killing the last mob, that first mob, which is a pat, is already coming in and sometimes aggro's on me. It's just a crazy difference how much better the pet handles the situation when it's 1 level higher. So I'm basically, if I want to have a nice comfortable time, I need to have my max level pet. So not joking, my first time when I got there, it took me like 20 casts to get my pet. I finally got it, and then I died. Then I, went to the bank, got my cash, went back, got a port, ran back, got my corpse. Okay, now I need that max level pet again. Took me another several, maybe a dozen tries this time. Got my pet. Okay, cool. Everything's going well. I played poorly, got myself killed again. And it was from playing poorly. And so I was like tilted. I was so tilted. I was just like, I couldn't believe it. But I had to go get money, had to get ported back again. And I had to get my corpse again. And then I just thought to myself, I gotta get that stupid max level pet again. I looked at my XP, I had lost 36%. I had been there for a couple of hours to get, a couple of yellows, which I lost all of that. It took a lot of extra time to, do the corpse recovery 2 times. And I was so tilted that I was just like, I looked at the time and I was like, it's late enough in the day. I'm just done. I'm done. I was like, we'll sleep and tomorrow's another day. If you look at that XP there. We're like 2 ticks away from dinging at this point. That's really good. We're doing it. We're opening our bags. Perfect. Let's pause it here. So you can see here we have 5 opals. We have 5 opals. We have 2 black pearls, 4 onyx, which is a waste. That sucks to get 4 onyxes because they sell for like 6 gold. So it's a waste of a gem drop. We got a couple of hats here. We got 3 tunics, jade earring, a couple of weapons, but not much. We do have a leg chopper right there. Oh yeah, we got a forest loop in the bag on the right. We got a forest loop, which the last forest loop that dropped for us, we tried to sell it for 325 platinum. I spammed for about 10 minutes. Nobody wanted to buy it for 325 platinum, so I vendored it for 280. It vendors for 280 plat. I tried to squeeze another, 55 plat out of it, 45 plat out of it. Nobody wanted it, so I vendored it. There's better stuff out at this point. We got 2 Flamegates, 2 Jaspers, which is another wasteful gem drop. It's not worth anything. Yeah. So overall, pretty good there. But we're not done. We kept on. There's another hat. We kept on going. But yeah. So we stopped on the Necro. I have logged into the Necro again since then. But the Yeti Cave was camped, and that's where I was parked. I'm contemplating just leaving. So I think I asked in this video, I think I asked you guys, where should I go on my Necro? Where sounds cool on my Necro to go? Preferably somewhere that's not camped. Like High Keep. A lot of people suggest High Keep for various characters of mine. But every time I go to High Keep, and I think I /who'd High Keep when I was talking about this in the video. And I think there was like 13 people in High Keep. And they were all, except for like 2 of them, they were all like 35 plus. There was like 11 people 35 plus in High Keep, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna go there and like struggle for pulls and stuff. It just doesn't sound fun. So I'm looking for some sort of cool camp that's not too dadish, not too dad campy, but somewhere that could be cool on the Necro. Because right now I'm at the Yeti Cave, and I'm about done with it. I could be good to be done with it. It's just that it's really good. And originally the plan was to finish out the Necro's level there, and then move on. But I had that dying spree, and now I got a lot of work on that. I got a lot of work to do on that Necro. But so I logged in. Somebody was there. I just logged out. I think I played the monk a little bit. Then I ended up on my shaman. The shaman's going to require a lot more time of me because the shaman now, as of the end of this video, is level 52. And, we got a hell level coming at 54, which is going to be an absolute beast. And we got another hell level. I mean, every level is hell level, but we got the double hell level at 54. We got the double hell level at 59. Absolute beast mode. We're in the final stretch. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's just going to demand some more time. So it is what it is. If you haven't watched the monk, he's got a new weapon on him. He's got a imbued fighter's staff, which I'm hitting for 100. I think my highest hit right now is 168 damage. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. He's a beast. So that's fun. And he's the lowest of the 3, so he's leveling the fastest, even though he's an XR. So I'm having fun there. Skip ahead a bit here. Even though I only needed these, you could see there, I only need like a tick. It takes so many kills. We're killing for another like 20 minutes. So we'll skip up a bit. Looks like we got ourselves 2 here. That when I'm power, ooh, that hurt my eyes. When I'm power canning, I have that insta clicky, but it's like a zoom, so it can hurt your eyes sometimes. Raydino's taking hits over there. Radino guy.
Oh, never mind.
I think I've said this before, but that wasn't originally his name. GM changed his name to Radino. I can't remember what his original name was, but they didn't like it, so they changed his name. But they didn't give him a choice. They just changed it to Radino. We just logged in one day, and his name was Radino. So it looks like we just kill this ancient while we have the other one rooted in the corner. The other one's just a verdant, so nothing too crazy there. At level 52, I do get chloroplast. Not chloroplast, I have chloroplast now. At 52, I do get regrowth, so that's nice.
Expulse undead or summoned or something. And it actually is more mana efficient.
So the mage is talking about at level 54. He gets an actually useful summon-specific nuke that's mana efficient. So we're thinking about going, you know, back to the hole around 54. But then we're also like, yeah, but by the time we're 54, we're like out-leveling the mobs. So, as you can see here, we killed Carpenter Grundo, and now he's on the other side. So I had accidentally pulled him because my pet's lower than his pet. My pet's green, whereas his pet's blue. So if I pull the mob through the wall, my pet will aggro Grundo. And that's what happened. So we killed him. But it looks like we still haven't leveled at this point. Skip ahead a bit. It takes so many kills. It's insane. Those last two ticks were absolute beasts. See if we can't find where we level here. We gotta be getting close. So, once again, I think we are done with the giant camp. It's really good XP. It's really, really good. But we just kind of want to change the scenery. We want to get a new spot going. So, I mean, again, you know, any suggestions on where we can go here? Again, we are working on our Seb key. We want to dabble in Seb. We wouldn't mind going in there, maybe killing some of the mobs near the entrance. Maybe we can... You know, my recollection of what level everything is in there is kind of foggy. Maybe we can kill some of the bugs at the front. Can't 100% remember. But I mean, we're 52, so we're definitely obviously high enough, right? So not for any of the crazy cool money camps or anything, but we could definitely get in there and get some levels. We were also thinking about Karner's. Left courtyard has a lot of pulls and seems to be popular, but right courtyard's less popular, has less pulls. So there's a chance that left or right courtyard, maybe, you know, we could just duo it right there. Oh, you can hear my ding. Nice. So this is where we got it. We got level 52. We got the ding. I think we end up killing just a couple more mobs since we're already here. We see that Gorgle Packlock spawns again. We're like, hey, I could use another opal. Let's go ahead and take him out. So we do just that. We take him out. Let's see what we get here. We do get an opal.
Alright.
And that puts us at 6 total opals.
Being alright.
So we bust out gate and we're like, let's get out of here. We're both level 52. On to bigger and better things. On to a new camp. We just got to figure out what is it going to be. If If you guys have suggestions, do tell.
You can do that whenever. Go to bed.
Sorry, I screwed up the mic again, but that's going to be about it. We will see you all on the next one.